What's going on, guys? This is Jamel Jones, aka the Real Estate Alpha Wolf, and this is REI Reply Success. Now, in this video, I want to do a complete walkthrough of the REI Reply system. If you're unaware of what REI Reply is a automation system for real estate wholesaling. In fact, it can be used for anything, but they focus on their target market is real estate wholesalers, real estate investors, right? Now, starting off, this is going to be the remember that I just said that about the real estate investors. I'm going to show you guys something in a second. Starting off, you're going to be right here on the dashboard. It's going to show you opportunities that you have in the system, whether they're closed, open, or lost opportunities. It's going to be your pipeline value. And you would have to set all of this up manually. Your pipelines and stuff, they have some basic pipelines in there, but there's not really any automations already set up to connect your pipelines to stuff. So it's automation software, but you kind of got to build the automations yourself a little bit. And it's not hard, right? And this tracks your conversion rate. So all of your closed, they'll do the percentage and whatever, and it'll be over here. This is your funnels. Shows where everything is in whatever stages that they're in. And this is your stage distribution, and you can switch between your different pipelines for both of them. This is your manual actions. Usually manual actions is either a phone call or a SMS. These are your tasks. If you have VAs set up, all of their tasks will show up here. If you have tasks assigned to them, they'll show up here whenever they log in and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. And right here, you can set up, you can actually see which VA. Let's say you assign 2,000 records for one VA to cold call. You can select that VA right here, and you'll see how much they've actually done so far. And we keep going down. We got there will be other stuff here if you connect your Google My Business and your Facebook and all that stuff. I have mine disconnected just because I'm doing something else right now. If you see this tag up here, this banner, you can actually switch over to WordPress and use WordPress sites. I don't really use WordPress sites just because I'm pretty good with building out sites inside of REI Reply. REI Reply isn't hard to build out websites. WordPress just has a lot of presets already ready for you to use as far as SEO and things like that. But I'm pretty good with SEO. And that leads me to this real quick. If you guys need any help at all building out your REI Reply system, whether that be tags, funnels, workflow automations, any kind of automations, I specialize in all of that stuff. Just reach out. There is a link in the description below. I'll be more than happy to help you guys with that. All right, so that's enough with dashboard. Let's go over to the tasks. And this is just a bigger version of what we just seen over there. This will be all of your tasks that you have lined up. And once you get done with them, you just click that and then they'll disappear. Or you can edit the task here. You can select which user has those tasks specifically. REI Reply has this little neat button up here, switch protection mode. This is for recording videos. I'm going to turn that on in a second because YouTube, they don't want like people's phone numbers and stuff being shown. They'll ban your video and delete it. You got this question mark right here is kind of like a support library. You can go in and type in whatever it is that you're looking for, and the video will show up and things like that. This is your recent activities, and this is your profile account. All right, so let's go down to conversations. I'm going to turn this on right now. So conversations, this is all of your inbound unread conversations, all of your recent conversations, and then all conversation. Now, if you have your Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and all of your social media is attached to your REI Reply account, all of those messages will be right here. This is a central hub for all of your messaging if you have everything set up correctly. And again, if you guys need any help setting these things up, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I can help you do that. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, this is that. And a lot of your messages that come in are going to be unread, and a lot of your messages that go out are going to be unread unless you set up a trigger to where if you send an outbound message, it's automatically marked as read. But if that isn't the case and you want to clean this out over here, you just mark as read. It's going to go to the next one, mark as read, mark as read, mark as read, and so on and so forth, right? And from here, you can actually see what tags are attached to this particular contact. You can see whether or not this contact it has been D&D'd. You can add it to specific campaigns or workflows. You can see where it is in the opportunities section. You can change the opportunity and you can book an appointment. So say, for example, you just talk to this person or you're talking to this person via SMS and they're like, yeah, book an appointment. Boom, you hit right there and you can set up the appointment right then and there, right? There's also ways to automate that process as well. Again, if you need help with that, just let me know. But from here, if you want to go directly inside of the contact, you just click this little bubble right here. It's going to take you over to the contact itself. And from here, you'll be able to see the name, address, email address, all of the tags that's attached to that contact, the D&Ds, the workflows, past and present, and the opportunities, which is right here, and where this contact actually came from is right here. Again, you can't see it because it's blurred, but I'm gonna try my best to explain it to you. General info is just more information on the contact. This would be the business name, the address, city, state, I want to say, zip, and just a website and a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, additional info, there are some presets in here, but you can create custom fields for whatever you're trying to do inside of your system, right? It's based on whatever it is that you want to do yourself. And you do that through settings. I'll get to that later in the video, but let's move on. I'll get to the rest of these later in the video as well when we get to contacts. Actually, let's do it right now. Then I'll just skip contacts when we get down to it. So let's go back. Here's contacts. This is where all of your leads are. Whenever it finishes loading, there we go. This is where all your leads are. You can set it to be either 20, 50, or 100. You can filter. Now, if you're running the system based on tags, which is probably what the majority of you guys are going to be doing, and let's say you want to separate, let's say you added lists, pre-foreclosure, whatever, right? And you want to separate those, you could do that using smart lists. And let me show you exactly how to do that. So let's say you uploaded the list of pre-foreclosure. I don't even know what I got in here. Let's see. All right, got my foreclosures. Let's see. There we go. I had it spelled wrong. So you would filters, tags, and then you select pre-foreclosure. And then it will sort out every contact that has that pre-foreclosure tag, right? So there's 14,508 in my system. And let's say we wanted to be able to get in touch with those or select those without having to do everything that I just did. All you do is come in here, save smart list, pre-foreclosure, save. Oops, I already got that saved. So do pre-4 2, and boom, it's right there. and you can go in and you can see all of the smart lists that you have saved for yourself right there. So you can add a single contact from here. You can add a list of contacts from here. You can download a list of contacts. You can merge contacts. Let's say you've got some duplicates based on names or phone numbers or whatever. You can select them, and then you can only select up to 10 at a time to merge. So it would be, let's just say merge, and then you'll get this screen right here, and you select which items inside of the individual contacts that you want to stay and which ones you don't want to stay. And then you type in confirm and hit merge. All right, contact requests. I don't really use this. You probably won't use it either. Bulk actions, this just shows you everything that happens inside of the system in bulk. Like if you upload a big list, it's going to show in here whenever it decides it wants to show. Okay, so it'll show you bulk deletes, bulk uploads, bulk campaigns, just a whole bunch of other stuff. And inside of restore, if you accidentally delete a bunch of people, then I'm going to have to do that because it's not working for this page apparently. If you accidentally delete a bunch of people, you can restore them in here. Again, you got the whole tasks thing over here, and here you can manage your smart lists. You can move them around. You can share them with other people inside of your system. You can edit them, you can delete them, and you can copy them. All right, so this is really cool. Let's say you want, how I have mine set up is my pre-qualified tab is everybody that says that they're interested in selling, right? So they automatically go to that tab. So when I log in every day, all of my automations that were working since the last time I logged in has, determined who wants to sell and who doesn't, and it throws them in this smart list right here. So when I log in, I just click on contacts and click on pre-qualified, and everybody that I need to contact that's interested in selling their house. From there, I'll just click on their contact. I'll read the message that they sent, determining that they are ready to sell. Now, to make sure that the system actually read that message correctly, and then I just call them from here. Boom. And while I'm on the phone with them, I'll be taking notes. It's a really good system. If you have everything set up correctly, which reireply, they just kind of give you a blank canvas, and they have a bunch of training videos and stuff like that. But honestly, like, who the hell has 2 hours to watch a training video on every little thing that they want to learn, right? So, but yeah, it's an amazing system. It's an amazing system. If you have the knowledge to, like I said, it's a blank canvas, and reireply, they've kind of given you like a stick figure drawing as far as like all of the preset automations and stuff that they have set up. So if you're really good at this stuff, you can easily create a Picasso, or you can reach out to someone like myself or someone else who's good at creating automations and getting everything set up, and they can paint that Picasso for you. It's just all about what you want to do. Some people kind of divert away from the automations just because they don't understand it and they do everything manually. And if that's you, then that's completely fine. Anyway, let's move on. Calendars. You can book calls inside of here. It will show your calendar. You can select how you want to see your calendar, daily, weekly, or monthly. I like monthly and weekly more so than anything else. And right here, you can select all or your appointments that you have or your blocked slots. Now, to block a slot, all you got to do is let's go to weekly, and let's say you had an appointment on the 30th from 9 to 12. You click this, and it'll ask you, do you want to block it? You block off that time. You type in whatever you're blocking it off for, And you want to start at 9 and you take it down to, well, up to 12 p.m. Save event. And now that slot is blocked off. So that means that anybody that has access to your calendar will not be able to create an appointment automatically on that slot time because you've blocked that off. Go over to calendar settings. You can easily create a new calendar. This is your default calendar. There's limited activities, not limited activity, but limited usages inside of here, but it will be everything that you will need to get straight. If you want to get your calendar to, because if you notice, you can't right click this link. This is your calendar code though. So if you want to get this code to send to someone real quick, you go to calendar code and then you select which calendar you're trying to send. And then this link right here, you right click it, copy it, and then send it to someone. And also, if you're using a website that's not inside of REI Reply for you to just upload the calendar, you can embed this code into your WordPress websites or your Carrot websites or whatever other websites you're using, right? So that's pretty awesome. And over here, you could just create more calendars. Let's say you have a team of VAs and you want to create a calendar specifically for them. You do VA team 1 and calendar for you slug team 1, right? And a lot of them are going to be taken already just because REI Reply has so many users. So you'll have to probably get creative, do team -1 maybe. So anyway, that's something else that you have to deal with on your own time. Calendar preferences, you can select what you want to start the day of the week, what language you want it to be in, what time format you want it to be in, so on and so forth. All right, now let's go back. Opportunities, we've covered conversations, calendars, contacts. Now we're on opportunities, which are your pipelines. We're going to start off in pipelines. Now I can unblock this. So inside of these pipelines, what you can do is you can go in and you can select all of the stages that you want for your pipelines. Now, earlier I was talking about pre-qualify and stuff like that. The flow that I have set up right now, it actually moves people through these stages automatically. There's a few of them where a manual action has to actually step in. For example, the messaging goes out, determines whether or not they want to talk about selling. If they do, they fall into this pipeline and they fall into that smart list that I showed you guys earlier. And then I'll hop on a call with them. That's the manual part. I'll hop on a call with them to pre-qualify them to see if it is a deal or not. And if it is a deal, it'll move over to analyze, underwriting, analyzing the deal. And this will be us determining what type of deal we can actually make based on the pre-qualification, right? And then from there, once we determine what type of deal it is, we send it to one of these. So I personally send either 2 or 3 offers, either a cash offer, a cash offer and the lease option offer, or a cash offer, lease option and a subject to offer, or an owner finance offer and blah, 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 and all the other type of shit. But I do those, right? And so then it goes to one of these, whether or not it's going to be a lease option, a sign out, or so end buyer, a sandwich lease option on the finance and subject to, and then we're going to send out the offers. This pipeline right here is a little bit outdated. I've got some other things in here in my newer one and some things that I've taken out, but just bear with me. If they decline the offer, if you manually move them to this stage in the pipeline, they'll actually go directly into a follow-up workflow that reaches out to them later on. If they accept the offer, which is the letter of intent, if they agree with either one of those in the letter of intent, they'll move down here and then, we'll send out the contract. Once they sign the contract, it's under contract. And then, boom, these actually should be the same one, under contract and find a buyer. Like I said, this one is outdated. This was in my beta testing. Anyway, KPI tracking, like you can do a lot with this system. I've actually got KPI tracking workflows set up that tracks everything. The system tracks a lot by itself, but there's certain metrics that we need as real estate investors that reireply just doesn't. By default, it doesn't track those things. So anyway, let's go over here. All right, now these are, let's see. All right, let's close these. I'm not gonna close the ones that don't have anything in it. Okay, so these are the opportunity stages. Excuse me, I'm sick. So it shows you everything that's in each one of your pipelines and the value of each one of them. So everything that's in pre-qualified right now, if I was to close every deal, it would be worth $830,000, right? Everything that's in underwrite, if I was to close it, it'd be worth $50,000. So total, that's $880,000, right? And it goes on, just based on different things. So the cool thing about this is, let me turn this back on. You can manually move things. I don't do a lot of business outside of these opportunities tag. I like to do everything out of contacts, and I've got workflows and triggers and stuff set up to move things along these stages. But if you wanted to, you can move manually from pre-qualified to underwrite, or if you close the deal, you can move it down here to 1. This is abandoned. If it's like a wrong number or something, I would move it to abandoned. Or if you lost the deal, you can move it down to lost. And that would actually update everything on the dashboard that I showed you guys in the beginning. And you can sort through like which pipelines and stuff you wanna work with. All right, now let's go to payments. A lot of you guys probably aren't going to use this, but you can integrate your system with either Stripe and or PayPal, and you can actually charge people invoices. I use this to collect my EMD deposits from my buyers. I'll send them over an invoice, and after they send that, well, I'll send them over a copy of the agreement first so that they can go over it. And if they agree, I'll send them over an EMD invoice. And once they send that, then I'll send them the agreement to sign. But you can go into here, got all your orders in here, all of the subscriptions. This is a new feature, transactions, everything that's been happening in the past, and then all of your products and stuff. I have some test products in here. I don't remember what they are, so I won't unblur it right now. Tax settings, and the system is amazing, right? So let's go, not that yet. All right, let's go to marketing. Now inside of marketing, this is your social planner. You can connect your Facebook, your IG, your GMB, your LinkedIn, and your Twitter account. And once you have these created, you can actually schedule posts out for an infinite amount of time. So that is pretty good when it comes to being active on social media. Like if you don't have the time, me personally, I set aside like 2 or 3 days out of each month and just create a buttload of content and then just schedule it out, right? Your emails, inside of here, you can create email campaigns and schedule those to be sent out. You can also do that in automations, but inside of here, you can actually create the campaigns. You can create the emails. I'm sorry. Let's see, new campaign. Choose a blank template. So it's a drag and drop situation where you can, create a very, very enticing email based on visuals anyway. The copy that you write inside the email, that's all up to you, but the system gives you everything that you need. You can embed codes from other websites or whatever inside the emails. You can put in your social media stuff, and it's amazing. So that's that. The templates, this goes without saying. The trigger links, this is something that is pretty, this is pretty good. Like, you can actually put these trigger links inside of your automations. And if they click these trigger links, you can set the system to do something specifically. Let's say, for example, you send someone a link to your website and you want to know whether or not they visited your website, right? You can actually set up a trigger link to trigger another action if they click it to go into your website. For example, you send someone to your website where you have a sign up, but they don't sign up. So you can set it to wait for 10 minutes and then check and see if they signed up. And then if they didn't sign up, you can send them out an email like, hey, Jamel, I noticed you checked out my website 10 minutes ago, but you didn't follow through, blah, blah, blah. Like, this goes into a whole nother different level of marketing outside of the parameters of what traditional wholesalers and real estate investors do. But I just want to make you guys aware of the possibilities that you can use for these things. I'm a digital marketer. I'm into all of this stuff. So if I'm saying some stuff that's over your head, again, reach out to me and I can explain it a little bit better in detail on a one-on-one call with you, or, whatever. Anyway, so let's do this one. REireply, they have their affiliate link. You can tell us an affiliate link based on right here. I don't have any problems with affiliate links at all, but just letting you know. Sites, reputation. All right, let's go automations. Now, this is where everything happens. Most of you guys are probably using campaigns and triggers, which there's nothing wrong with campaigns and triggers at all. But workflows is like campaigns and triggers had a baby, and that baby turned into the Hulk or went Super Saiyan or something, right? It's just, it has so much more capabilities. I will not go into everything in this video just because it's already a 30-minute video. It will go so much longer if I went into all of these. But just know that you can segment all of your different types of workflows based on, you can create folders and you can create workflows. And this is where all the automated stuff goes. And you can set up so much stuff. I'll probably link a PDF to one of the advanced workflows that I have set up. I'll probably link it in the description. If it's not there when you watch this video, then I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but I'm definitely going to link a PDF of an image to how these workflows like really look when you actually get down into it, right? Excuse me. So anyway, inside the folders, you'll have all of your workflows listed. You'll be able to see how many people are totally, the total amount of people enrolled and the total amount of people that are actively enrolled in that workflow at any given time. This right here is draft and published. That's, common sense. You click on it and there'll be a little button up here so that you can turn it on and off, things like that. All right, let's go down to sites. This is your funnels. You actually have access to a whole lot of stuff in here, guys. So you can build out your funnels. Test funnel, create funnel. I don't know how much default funnels REireply actually gives you inside of their system. It's funnel templates, I mean. Anyway, I'll let that spin. Over here is your websites. They give you a few website templates that you can use. So that's the website. Let's create that. Let's see if that one got done loading. All right. So class been really slow today. Sorry. All right, so inside of here, this is where you would create all your pages to your website. This is the stats that'll show you how many people visit your website and things like that. This is your sales. If you're selling something on your website, it'll show you how many sales that particular site or funnel has produced. This is your settings. This is where you will add your pixel, your Facebook pixels, whatever tracking codes, your Google tracking codes, or just whatever. Now, 𝐻𝐵𝑉𝐾𝐿, this tripped me up when I first got into this. This is, if you're running the website, this 𝐻𝐵𝑉𝐾𝐿 is this little thing up here. So if you don't have anything in here, your website will just show the generic little planet thing. That means the internet. So what you would do is you upload an image to the system, and then you get the link from that image and put it in there. All right. Took me a while to figure that out, so I hope I just helped you guys. And you can actually take a website and create turn it into a funnel. And this is your chat widget. It used to be that you had to embed a little code on each of your websites, but all of your sites now inside of your location, you can just determine whether or not you want the chat widget to be on that page or not. And obviously up here is where your domains would go. Not domains would go. This is where you would assign your domains to particular pages. All right, this payment mode down here, this is probably tripping a lot of you guys up. When it's in test mode, if you have a payment option on your funnel or your website, and you want to test it to make sure it's working, you will put it on test mode. And what you would do is in the checkout part, where you put in your credit card and stuff, you just put in 4242, 4242, 4242, 4242 as the card number, and just anything for the other numbers, and it will accept it as a payment because it's in test mode. And then, like, if your workflows and stuff are set up correctly, you'll be able to check to make sure whether or not they are set up correctly or not. Anyway, but when you're ready to roll and you know everything's working right, you put that bad boy on live and you'd save it. All right, now funnels work a little bit differently. Hopefully this shows up now. And it doesn't want to, so we'll go over to blogs. Blogs are a fairly new feature. I won't go into it in this video. I'll create another video for that. WordPress, I don't use that, so I don't know anything about that. But your memberships, you can actually create courses and stuff inside of the system. It's really awesome. I won't go into that. I'll save that for another video. Forms, surveys, the chat widget. This is where you can edit how the chat widget looks and how it interacts with people on your website. Media, this is where you would go to upload the images that I was talking about a little while ago. And man, there's so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this part off. So I'll name this video part 1 just because it's so long already. And then I'll create a part 2 going into everything that's under settings, right? All right, so let's go down to reputations. Oh, and URL redirects. Let me go back over. URL redirects. Let's say you have a site that you want to redirect to another site. You'd come inside of here and you'd create that redirect. So for example, if you have just a BS domain that you're using just for marketing, and you want that domain to land on your main web page or your main funnel, you'd redirect the URL to your main web page, right? So, all right, reputations. This 𝐻𝐿 thing, it's SEO. It's actually really good. It's an outside company. It's not actually reireply. It's a third-party service that they have an agreement with. But it's actually really good. I don't know if you guys want to use it or not. So this is your reputation. This is your reviews. So the system has a set number of goals, a set number for a goal for review requests that you need to send out. And it shows you basically an overview of all of your reviews. Now, this is Google My Business. This is your Google business profile, right? So it will set up, it will pull in all of everything from your GMB and show you exactly what's going on. This is all the requests that you sent out. This is all of the reviews that you got in. And this is the next thing. Oh, I see they dropped their price. They were selling this for $149. I see they dropped their price. So yeah, that's that. So let's go ahead and move down to reporting. This will show you your Google ads. This will show you your Facebook ads, attributions reports. This will show you where your leads are coming from, where you're getting the majority of your closings from. So this is really big for KPIs in whatever business you're running, because you don't want to keep pumping money into a service or a marketing channel that isn't working, right? So this will show you exactly what's working and what isn't, for you to be able to cut off like, all right, well, my ads aren't working. So my ads aren't working on Facebook, but they are on Google. So I'm going to pull that money out of Facebook and put it into Google. You know, it's all of that stuff. Conversion report and source report. They're two different things. Then the call reporting. Yeah, so this will show you, this is a really, really good way to keep track of all of what your system as a whole is doing. It'll show you how many calls were answered, how many missed calls you got, how many calls you got that were first-time calls, the average call duration. If you had a bunch of calls inside of your system, that all will show up down here. You'd be able to listen in on your VA's calls and things like that. This is really good. Now, inside of here, this is where all of your, you can search by specific employees and see exactly what they're doing, how many leads they're creating, how many leads they're generating, how many open opportunities they're generating, how many opportunities they lost, how many SMS they're sending and receiving, and how many people are clicking on them, how many SMS failed. Like, this is really, really, really good. So yeah, and this is your appointment reports. It'll show how many people are showing up, how many people are blowing you off, how many people are canceling on you, and just all of that good stuff. And that's that. Other than that, you got this testimonial thing that REI Reply wants you to send in a testimonial video form. Just a heads up, guys. If you don't want to send a testimonial video, I know REI Reply says if you don't send the video, you'll have to pay the $5.49 or whatever. They don't charge you that, just between me and you. They don't charge you that $5.49 if you don't send in the video. But if you want to send it in, that's completely up to you. Again, this is Jamel Jones, the Real Estate Alpha Wolf, and this is REI Reply Success. If you guys need anything at all, with help with automations in your system, help with anything in your REI Reply system, or if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I do have a link in the description where you can book a call with me. And on that note, I'll see you guys in part 2 of this video.